Welcome back. We're thankful that you come and listen to what we have to say. This is Passion Week in Russia. This is the week before Easter. It's the week before Jesus is crucified. In the Christian faith, that means that Jesus died on the cross for our sins, and on Sunday raised and had victory over death. It's the greatest week in the history of mankind that changed everything for us. I'd like to read a little bit today about about a conversation that Jesus had with his disciples just an hour or two before he was arrested.
We're going to read today the Gospel of Mark, chapter 14, verses 27 through 31. Then Jesus said to them, "All of you will run away, because it is written, 'I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered.' But after I have been resurrected, I will go ahead of you to Galilee." Peter told him, "Even if everyone runs away, I will certainly not." "I assure you," Jesus said to him, "today, this very night, before the rooster crows twice, you will deny me 3 times." But he kept insisting, "If I have to die with you, I will never deny you." And they all said the same thing. As we read along, the story tells us how Jesus was arrested. And after that, we read in verse 50, "Then they all deserted him and ran away."
And this brief conversation Jesus has with his disciples, he's basically saying 4 things. He says, "I'll soon be killed. 2, you will all flee me. You'll all run away from me. You'll be scattered. 3, shares good news. I'll be resurrected. I'll come back to life again. And 4, that I'll go out and gather you." It's actually great news. It starts with bad news, Jesus being arrested and being killed, and with the disciples fleeing, but it ends with the great news that he's resurrected and he'll gather us back together, or gather them back together. Peter, though, if you listen to Peter missed the whole point of what Jesus is sharing. He seems to miss the point because he's focused not on the Lord, not on Jesus, but on himself. He says, "If all others forsake you, if these others forsake you, I won't forsake you." He brags. He says, "I'm greater than these. I'm braver than these other disciples. I won't leave you." So he puts the disciples down, but he also puts Jesus down. He says, "I'm smarter than you, Jesus. I know I'll stay. I have great confidence in myself. You might doubt me, but I know I'll stay." He tells Jesus he's mistaken. And not only that, he actually says God the Father is mistaken. He knows more, he's more powerful maybe than God the Father. He's saying, because what Jesus quotes is a prophecy that was written 500 years before that, about this very time. "I, the Father, will strike the Son, the shepherd, and the sheep, the disciples, will be scattered." Peter's saying, "I know better than that. I know myself. I will be faithful. I'll be super until the end, like a superhero." I think sometimes, so he missed the whole point because of his pride. I think we're like that often too. I think our pride gets in the way of us understanding God's message to us. I know many people in America, I know many people in Russia that have told me that it's good that you have your faith. It helps you in times of difficulty. But I'm strong. I don't need it. 2 problems at least with that. 1, I didn't make up the story just to make myself feel good. It's a true story. It's fact. And the second problem is the person that tells me that, he's not that strong. She's not that strong. We sometimes want to put forth that image like we're very strong, very brave, that we got it all together. But we don't. We all need Jesus Christ. And we have a choice. We can be proud and arrogant and miss the good news, or we can accept Jesus Christ. What will you decide? Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for watching the video.